And the Oscar goes to Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max Fury Road.
The way we made the film was so much in little bits and pieces that you never got a real sense of it. You knew it looked stunning and it was extraordinary, but it was only when I actually saw it 3 years later that I actually understood some of the power of it.
All of that is due to George Miller, who creates a really fantastic environment where everyone can be creative, and in that environment, everyone rises to the occasion and does their best work.
The vision was very much in his head, and he was fantastic at communicating it and used a lot of people to get that.
That's it. He's one of the world's great collaborators. He's not a micromanager. He doesn't say, do this, do this, do this. He asks. He says, here's what I'm trying to achieve with the film. How does sound complement that? And that gives us the room to be artists.
When we were first shown an early version of the film, we understood what we were in for.
Because of the way this film was shot, there's high-speed cameras and there's wind machines and there's sand. Virtually none of the sound that was recorded during production, it was very usable.
We knew very early on that it was going to be ADR dialogue. The vehicles were noisy, you know, there was no way out of it. But George had to listen to the performances and make decisions on whether he got the takes or not.
So everything that you hear in Mad Max was something that David and I and our team created. I mean, down to the smallest little footstep sound to the biggest explosion. That's all from the minds and the creations of sound editors, designers, etc.
Technically, it was extremely challenging, and we weren't always successful with it. It took a long time to get it right, but the movie found itself, and it found its place, and it's found its heart and its soul, and it found its audience and critics.
Working with the other departments, George had such a strong vision, and we had such a strong backbone that we built of anthropology and of truth of what deserved to survive in this world, that it became pretty easy for Lisa and I.
It was a real piece of teamwork. I mean, particularly with Leslie and VANDERWALT. Visually, that work between us had to be seamless.
You know, I've learned so much on it. Cutting this is extremely difficult film. I just feel it would be a shame, you know, not to take that knowledge onto another film, really.
You could create your own world, and with, you know, with George's stamp of approval on it. You start talking and you start visualising yourself and you start working it, and you just had to go in there and start thinking along with George and
Immerse yourself in the world. Completely immersed in his.
And work out a day in the life of, a week in the life of what was available to all those people around them in this post-apocalyptic world.
Oh, what a day!
What another lovely day.